Hello everybody and welcome to today's video. In the previous video we went over how to multiply expressions, and in today's video we're going to go over another way of multiplying expressions, and hopefully this one is going to be a little bit easier. So in order to do this, we're going to revisit an idea that we covered in a previous video, which I'm going to put the link to in the description. But we're going to think of a rectangle. So if we look at this outer rectangle right here, the length and the width of this outer rectangle are both split into two parts, right? We have this part, which is x, and this part, which is 4. And here we have this part, this is the length, and for the width, we have this part, which is x, and this part is 2, right? So if we want to find the area of this outer rectangle, all we have to do is multiply the total length by the total width, right? So let's write that down. So area of outer rectangle, or just OR, is just equal to the total length. In this case, the total length is just x plus 4, right? So this part is x, and this part is 4. So to get this entire part, all we have to do is just add the x and the 4. So the total length multiplied by total width. Again, this part is x and this part is 2. To get this entire part, all we have to do is add the x and the 2. So the total width is just x plus 2. So that's it. That's the area of the outer rectangle. Another way we could have done it is we could have looked at the areas of those inner rectangles right here, right? So if we found those areas and added them up, they must be equal to the area of the outer rectangle, because those inner rectangles make up that outer rectangle, right? So let's do this. So let's find the area of this inner rectangle first. Well, this one is a square because the length and the width are the same, but a square is just a special kind of rectangle where the length and the width are the same. So anyways, the area of this is just the length times the width. So the length is x and the width is x. So x times x is just x squared. Okay? And for this rectangle right here, the length is 4 and the width is x. So the area is just 4 times x, or just 4x. And for this one right here, the length is x and the width is 2. So the area is just x times 2, which can also be written as 2x. And in this rectangle right here, the length is 4 and the width is 2. So 4 times 2 is just 8. Okay? So if we add those up now, if we add those areas up, they must be equal to this part right here, which we found earlier. So let's write this down. So this is equal to, I'm going to draw an arrow down here. So this is equal to x squared plus 4x plus 2x and then plus 8. Right, and there's something to simplify here. We have 4x plus 2x. So this is just equal to x squared plus 4 of something plus 2 of that same thing is just 6 of that thing. And then we have a plus 8 at the end. And that's it. So all this is telling us is the quantity x plus 4 times the quantity x plus 2 is just equal to this right here. So this example showed us that if we're multiplying expressions, all we have to do is multiply all the terms in one expression by all the terms in the other expression, and that's exactly what we did here. So let me actually write that down. So the quantity x plus 4 times the quantity x plus 2, right? All we did right here with this process is multiply each term here by each term here. Okay, so we multiplied x by x to get x squared. This is equal to x squared, and then we added to that x times 2. Okay, this is a weird arrow, but okay, this is plus 2x. Okay, plus we added to that 4 times x. This is 4x. And then finally, we added to that 4 times 2, which is just 8. Right? And we simplified that. We got x squared plus 6x plus 8. Okay? So that's all it's telling us. If we're multiplying two expressions, all we have to do is multiply each term in one expression by each term in the other expression, and then add everything up. Okay? So hopefully that made sense. And we're going to practice with a quick example here. So I'm going to just remove everything. Let's do this example. Let's multiply the quantity 2x minus 2, right, by the quantity x minus 1. Okay? So again, all we have to do is multiply each term here by each term here and then add everything up. Okay? So 2x times x is going to give us, I'm just going to write it down, it's 2x times x, this is 2x times x. And then we have 2x times minus 1. So we add 2x times minus 1. And then here we add to that plus, here we have minus 2 times x. So I'm going to write minus 2 times x. And then finally we have minus 2 times minus 1. So we add to that minus 2 times minus 1. Okay, so let's simplify this mess right here. This is equal to, well, 2 times, this is 3 things multiplied, right? This is 2 times x times x. Now x times x is just x squared, so this is just 2 times x squared. Okay, and then we add 2x times negative 1. So this part right here is just going to be minus 2x. So if we're adding a negative 2x, it's just the same thing as just subtracting 2x. So plus minus just becomes minus. So minus 2x. And then same idea here, we have minus 2 times x. So there's going to be minus 2x. So we're adding a minus 2x, which is just the same thing as writing minus 2x. So plus minus again just becomes minus. And then finally here, we have minus 2 times minus 1. Now two negatives multiply to be a positive, right? So this just becomes plus 2 times 1, which is just 2. Now there's something to simplify here, so we're just going to simplify it. So this is equal to 2x squared minus 2x minus 2x minus 2 of something. So you take away 2 of something, and then you again take away 2 of that same thing. So in total, you take away 4 of that thing. All right, and then plus 2. And that's it. So the main idea here is just to, so when you're multiplying two expressions, just multiply the terms, all the terms of one expression by all the terms in the other expression, and that's it. So that's the principle that we covered here. So that's it. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope I didn't confuse you. If I did, please let me know in the comment section below, and I'll try to get back to you. And that's it. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time.